Go on.
Why did we use all these cases together? In today is equal to 6.
So this is
Also,
the option we have. If you want to avoid the break statement, you can case, because in here 1 to 5, whether you copy it exactly the same thing, okay?
okay.
Yes. What is the point giving extra effort to write this? Yes. If it
Yes.
is a Monday, then it is a weekday. If it is a Tuesday, it is a weekday. If it is Wednesday, it's a weekday. If it is Thursday, it's a weekday. If it is Friday, it's a weekday. If it is Saturday, it's weekend. If Sunday, it's weekend. What is the point giving extra same thing? Yes. So you
Yeah.
can avoid it optional. So this is how. So if you still execute, it will give you the same result. Yes.
Yeah.
But testing is to avoid and carry out whatever performance we need to do. Yes. And verify what we need to do. Any other question?
Mm, that's it.
Okay. We discuss it nested if statement. Yes. What is nested if statement? What is nested if statement?
Two conditions in
Yes, in one if
the conditional
statement.
condition.
Yes. There is an if statement within an if statement or multiple if statement within if. Yes. So in the same way, we can have one switch statement within a switch statement. We have done it. Yes. So why do we use it? We use it. This statement is used to switch part as a part of the statement sequence of an outer switch. Yes, so there is a switch within switch statement. And if it is there, it will be known as nested switch. Since we know that one if switch statement defines its own block, so no conflicts arise between case constants in the inner switch and those in the outer switch statement. So let's do it with an example. Yes, and this example would be nested switch. Nested switch. Public static void main string arguments. In this one, what we will do? We will have some variable called string branch, city branch. Okay. What is this? Do you remember? What do you call it?
The string you mean
Yeah, this one.
variable.
Yes. And what is this my branch?
It's a name, string name.
Yes, string name. So here we will go what stream you are going. Yes. What course you are picking. In what year you are. Yeah. You can define what year you are studying. What is int student year?
variable.
Yes. Switch. In switch, you have a statement student year. Yes. And you say case 1. Here you will pass whatever you want to pass it. Course details, maths, English. Yes. Can't pronounce the right spell English. Break statement. Then you have case 2. In case 2, you have another switch statement. Yes. So switch statement, and in this switch statement you are passing the stream students, which stream the student is studying. This is known as nested switch. Okay, this statement is nested switch statement. So in here you have your block of code. What case you are going to give? Case. Yes. And put case another case. Yes. In this you can give your stream options. Okay, something like my selection stream, you can use it. It's a string. Yes. Second selection stream. Yes. So you have given two options in here. What are your options? You can give something. Course selection. Yes. Computing design technology. Yes. Etc. Etc. Then you are having break statement. So for these you will have exactly the same thing. Let's have another case. Yes. And here you can say third option, whatever third option you have. Yeah, you have selected. What would be your third option? Something like course selection fine arts. Yes. And you say break. Then have another default statement. If nothing false in this one, what happens? If nothing falls into the category, if you define what will have, it will select this one. Course selection, and third option is you say science. Yes. What year you are in and what is your selection. So in this case what happens? There are only two switch statement here, two Yes, I put 2 in here because yes, case 1 and case 2 was like computing and design technology. Yes, case 2. If you put 1, what would be your selection?
Cogitail Max English.
Maths and English. If you put 3, there is no 3, so it has to go to the default statement and this should be printed. Course selection, science. Yes, we have given here 2, 3, 4. So if you define one more case in here, because we have case 1 and case 2, yes,
Yeah.
and this case 2 has this default statement. If you have one, if this default statement is outside, it would have printed the science, course selection science. But this nested is this one, and that's why you have only two options. So either you go 2 or 1, and accordingly it will print it out. Yes,
So if you give 4, it won't come.
yes, because if you take this, because this nested, let's take it out, control X, this is there. So you print it here. What I did is I put it outside, put it 4. Yes, even if you put 15 here, it will put science because now this default statement is outside.
So,
Yes,
yeah.
if you put inside, it will not print. If there is a conditional inside the nested if, then and then it will print. Otherwise, it will not print that. Any other question?
Yeah, in case 2, we wrote, after switch, we wrote two cases, right? My selection stream
Yes.
and
It
another
is
case
just
is,
I named it case like that. In case there are few case statements there. So
why did we use case? We can use something else.
it is a switch statement. So this is the standard you need to use case.
Okay.
Yes, we have defined case 1 here, case 2 here, and this is inside, and that's why I just put some different terminology to define myself. If you put 1, then what happens? Hold on, control Z. It will think this one is the one case statement. Yes. So it says why? Mismatch because you have defined in here and you are using the same thing. You can
So
put
what if do
what?
is it mandatory to use like two in case 2? We wrote two cases, right?
Three
Case.
cases, case 1, case 2, and case 3.
Yeah.
These two
So
cases, they don't have the break statement. It was only one. Yes. Now
yeah.
delete it. Now there are only two options there inside. You can give n number of options based on your condition. If your name, if you give case 2 in here, then there will be an error. Why? See, it's compile time type mismatch cannot convert into, because you have defined it in here, and that's why you need to use something else. Even if you put empty, it will still accept it. Yes. So once you have defined as integer, you are again using the same thing, and that's why it is saying it's a mismatch. Yes.
Yeah.
Any other question?